Hello everyone, welcome to Litrophile. Today we are going to take a look at the term disinterestedness. We're going to observe this term in terms of its association with criticism. Now, it's an important term associated with the Victorian critic Matthew Arnold. Now, Matthew Arnold is a very important Victorian writer and critic, and he is also referred to as the critic's critic. All right, so this term is associated with Matthew Arnold. He introduces this term disinterestedness in an essay which is called The Function of Criticism. The Function of Criticism at the Present Time. Okay, so this was initially delivered as a lecture in the year 1864, and later on it was published in a collection of his, and the essay collection was called Essays in Criticism. Essays in Criticism, and this was published in the year 1865. All right, so this particular term was introduced in this particular essay, The Function of Criticism at the Present Time, which was initially delivered as a lecture in 1864 and later published in his collection, Essays in Criticism, which came out in the year 1865. Now, what does he mean by this term disinterestedness? Using this term, Arnold tries to accentuate the importance or the need in the study of anything for that matter, any field of knowledge for that matter, to see the object as in itself it really is. As in itself it really is. So, what he's trying to emphasize is the need to see an object, or for that matter a work of art, for its actual worth, for its real worth. In order to do so, a critic's attitude has to be essentially objective, open-minded, and thereby commanding an impartiality. All right? So the term disinterestedness can coincide with these terms of objectivity, okay? Objectivity, open-mindedness, and also impartiality. Impartiality. To quote Arnold himself, the function of criticism is a disinterested endeavor to learn and propagate the best that is known and thought in the world, and thus to establish a current of fresh and true ideas. He also says, a free and disinterested play of mind enables the critic to dwell upon what is excellent in itself and the absolute beauty and fitness of things. So that's pretty much about disinterestedness. Now for a quick recap, it is a term that is associated with the Victorian critic Matthew Arnold, who is often referred to as the critic's critic. Now, this term disinterestedness was introduced in his essay, The Function of Criticism at the Present Time, which was initially delivered as a lecture in the year 1864, and later it was published in his collection called Essays in Criticism in the year 1865. So, in order to provide a context for the need of disinterestedness, Arnold tries to accentuate the need to see the object as in itself it really is. As in, whenever you try to observe a work of art or whenever you try to study anything, one has to always endeavor to identify the real worth of a text, the actual or real worth of a text. And in order to understand the actual or real worth of a text, a critic has to essentially possess certain qualities. And that quality is what he refers to as disinterestedness, a kind of a detachment to the work of art, and a kind of objectivity or open-mindedness, or even say impartiality to the work of art, so that he or she can observe the work of art and understand its actual real worth. All right, so that's all for today. Thank you and have a nice day.